Used to run from the dark, tried to bury every scar, but it followed everywhere I went. There was a weight I couldn't shake, every choice, every mistake, every shadow in my past felt like something built to last. I tried to hide, I tried to run from the man I'd become, but every road just led me back to the truth I couldn't crack. I thought the dark was here to break me down, but it was building something underground. It was a shadow that shaped the light. Every fall, every fight, every scar I tried to hide turned into something I couldn't deny. Yeah, I was lost in the night, but that darkness gave me sight, and everything I tried to fight was the shadow that shaped the light. There's a fire in the things we fear, something real, something clear. Every doubt, every pain wasn't lost, it was the game. I stopped running from the truth, stopped denying what I knew, and in the dark I used to hate, I found the strength I couldn't fake. You can't grow without the fall, you can't rise without it all. It was the shadow that shaped the light. Every fall, every fight, every scar I tried to hide turned into something I couldn't deny. Yeah, I was lost in the night, but that darkness gave me sight, and everything I tried to fight was a shadow that shaped the light. Maybe we were never meant to escape what heaven sent. Maybe everything we fear is the reason we are here. Not the pain, not the fall, but the meaning in it all. Every scar becomes the sign that the dark was by design. Still there, still deep, still strong in me. I was a shadow that shaped the light, and I won't run from it this time. Every scar became my name, every loss became the flame. Yeah, I see it clear tonight. There was never wrong or right, just the dark that gave me sight, the shadow that shaped the light. So if you're lost inside the dark, thinking it will tear you apart, just remember, without the shadow, there is no light. There is no light. They thought I'd fall. They never knew I was building something bigger than it all. I walked through fire without a sound, kept my head while it all burned down. Every doubt they threw my way only made me what I am today. I stayed quiet, I stayed low, let them think I'd never grow. But underneath the calm they saw I was breaking every law. They never felt what I became. They only saw a different name. I was the storm they never saw coming, silent skies before the thunder running. Every scar turned into lightning, every fall turned into something. Yeah, I rose when they thought I was done. Now I hit like a loaded gun, and every step I'm becoming the storm they never saw coming. There's a power in holding back and letting pressure build and stack. Every moment they ignore was another strike I stored. I don't shout, I don't warn, I just rise without a form. And when I move it hits so fast, they don't see it till it's past. You can't stop what you don't see. You can't fight what's meant to be. I was a storm they never saw coming, silent skies before the thunder running. Every scar turned into lightning, every fall turned into something. Yeah, I rose when they thought I was done. Now I hit like a loaded gun, and every step I'm becoming the storm they never saw coming. Not a warning, not a sign, not a line you could define. I was building out of sight, now I strike without a fight. Every second that I held, every moment I was filled, turned into a force so strong they can't stop it, now it's on. Feel it rise, feel it break, feel the ground start to shake. Yeah, I was the storm they never saw coming. Now I'm the sound of the sky collapsing. Every scar became the thunder, every fall pulled me under. Now I rise, now I run like the blast of a loaded gun, and there's no more running from it. I am the storm they never saw coming, they never saw coming. So when you hear it in the distance, that low rolling sound, that ain't fear, that ain't warning, that's me coming down. Coming down. I held it in, every word, every scream, and now it's louder than ever. kept running through my head. I stayed quiet through the pain, let it fall like silent rain. But underneath the calm disguise, something never died. You can push it down so deep, but it don't forget to breathe. Every silence I held became a roar. Every locked door hit the floor. Every moment I ignored turned into something I can't ignore. Yeah, I try to keep it low, try to never let it show, but everything I held before became a roar. There's a waiting, holding back, and every truth I tried to mask, every time I bit my tongue, only made it come undone. I felt it building in my chest, like a force I can't suppress. And every breath I tried to save only fed the wave. You can't hide what's meant to rise, you can't silence what survives. Every silence I held became a roar. Every locked door hit the floor. Every moment I ignored turned into something I can't ignore. Yeah, I try to keep it low, try to never let it show, but everything I held before became a roar. Baby, I was never meant to stay quiet, to repent. Maybe everything I hid was the reason this exists. Not the fear, not the fall, but the voice behind it all, breaking through what I ignored. Now it's louder than before. Feel it rise, feel it break, feel the ground start to shake. Every silence I held became a roar, and I don't hide it anymore. Every scar, every war turned into what I stand for. Yeah, I don't keep it below, I let the whole world know that everything I held before became a roar. So if you're holding it inside, trying hard to let it hide, just remember, silence don't last forever. One day it becomes a roar. A You pushed, you pulled, you tried to break me. Now watch what I became. I stood where the pressure built, where the lines were made to tilt. Every weight they put on me only set the tension free. I bent but I didn't break, felt the cracks begin to shake. Every Every time they pushed me down, I rewrote the ground. They thought I'd fall beneath the weight, but I became the earthquake. I broke the world that tried to break me, every chain they tried to make me, every wall they built around. Now lies shattered on the ground. Yeah, I turned the pressure into force, changed the path, rewrote the course. Now there's nothing left to take me. I broke the world that tried to break me. There's a fire in resistance, in surviving every distance. Every doubt they threw my way only made me what I became. I don't follow what they say, I don't bend, I don't obey. And every line they tried to draw, I erase without a flaw. You can't cage what won't comply. You can't break what won't deny. I broke the world that tried to break me, every chain they tried to make me, every wall they built around. Now lies shattered on the ground. Yeah, I turned the pressure into force, changed the path, rewrote the course. Now there's nothing left to take me. I broke the world that tried to break me. Let it fall, let it burn. Every lesson I had to learn, every scar became the sign that the power's always mine. Not their rules, not their game, not the fear, not the shame. I don't live inside their frame. I became the flame they couldn't tame. Feel it crack, feel it fall, feel it break through it all. Yeah, I broke the world that tried to break me, and I don't care what it made me. Every scar, every fight turned me into something right. Yeah, I don't run, I don't bend, I don't break, I transcend. And there's nothing left to shake me. I broke the world that tried to break me. So if you think you can control what was never yours to hold, just remember, I don't break, I don't fall, I break it all. I break it all. The blue walls, higher and higher, thinking it would hold. They didn't know I was the ground beneath it all. I've seen the lines they tried to draw, every rule, every law, every cage they try to raise, only fear the coming wave. Brick by brick they built it tall, never thought it'd ever fall. But underneath the perfect frame, something started to change. You can build it up so strong, but you can't hold it for long. They built walls, I became the earthquake. Every move made the whole ground shake. Every chain, every gate couldn't stand against the weight. Yeah, I rose from every line they tried to make fell apart in the earthquake. There's a power in the unseen, in the force beneath the surface clean. Every silence, every weight, only built to shift and fade. I don't knock, I don't break, I just move and it all shakes. And every structure they designed couldn't stand against my rise. You can't stop what's deep below. Fell apart in the earthquake. Not the fire, not the flame, not the voice you could contain. I was something far below, something they never controlled. Every step, every sound shifted everything around. And the moment I wake, there's no world left unchanged. Feel it move, feel it break, feel the ground start to shake. Yeah, they built walls, I became the earthquake. Now there's nothing left to recreate. Every line, every frame got erased within the shake. Yeah, I don't rise, I don't chase, I redefine the space. And every world they tried to make fell apart in the earthquake. So build it high, build it strong. It won't matter before too long. 'Cause when I move, there's no escape. I don't break walls, I reshape. I reshape. They were afraid. Of what I could become. So they tried to stop it. I saw it in the way they moved, in every doubt and every truth. Every look they tried to hide carried something deep inside. They felt it long before I knew. Something rising, breaking through. And every time they stepped away, it only made me stay. They tried to bury what they feared, but fear just made it clear. What they feared became my power. Every second, every hour, every doubt they tried to place only pushed me to this place. Yeah, they tried to hold me down, but I rose without a sound. And everything they ran away from became what I am now. There's a shift inside the mind when you stop and realign. Every fear they tried You can't hide from what you've done. What they feared became my power. Every second, every hour, every doubt they tried to place only pushed me to this place. Yeah, they tried to hold me down, but I rose without a sound. And everything they ran away from became what I am now. Maybe fear was never mine. Maybe it was just a sign of something they could never face, something they could not replace. Every whisper, every doubt, every word they threw about only built what I became. Now they only fear my name. Still cold, still cold, still strong, still bold. Yeah, what they fear became my power, and I don't hide it anymore. Every scar, every flame turned into a different name. Yeah, I don't run, I don't fall, I don't fear it at all. 'Cause everything they feared from the start was the power in my heart. So if they fear what you might be, don't run, don't hide. Just see that what they fear might be the truth you're meant to be. Noir, just like the rest, step by step, climb by climb, but they never understood. I don't follow the sky, I take it. I've seen the lines they try to set, every limit, every threat, every ceiling hanging low, trying to control my flow. They told me where I should belong, how to move and how to run, but every rule they tried to make was another one to break. I don't climb to reach the top, I redefine what they call love. I didn't rise, I took the sky with me. Every limit set me free, every chain they put in place only showed me something greater to chase. Yeah, I didn't rise, I took the sky. There's a shift when you let go of the need to follow roads. Every path they laid before doesn't matter anymore. I don't chase what's far away, I don't beg, I don't obey. And every step I choose to take bends the world along the way. You can't hold, you can't stop what has no ground. I didn't rise, can't control. I exist beyond the frame, beyond the rules, beyond the name. Every boundary they drew was something I just flew through. And the moment I decide, even the sky shifts to my side. Feel it break, feel it bend, feel it move to no end. Feel it break, feel it bend, feel it move to no end. Yeah, I didn't rise, I took the sky with me. Now there's nothing left to limit me. Every wall, every line fell apart when they crossed mine. Yeah, I don't stand, I don't climb, I exist beyond all time. And there's no force that can deny. I didn't rise, I took the sky. So if they tell you where to go, or try to keep you down below, just remember, you don't rise, you don't climb, you don't follow, you redefine. I tried to hold it in, tried to keep it contained, but fire was never meant to stay small. There was a spark I couldn't hide, buried deep but still alive. Every doubt, every scar, only fed it from afar. I kept it low, I kept it tight, hidden in the dead of night. But every second it remained, it only grew inside the flame. You can't cage what's born to burn, you can't stop what won't return. Burn through it all. There's a heat you can't control when it's rooted in your soul. Every time they pushed it down, only made it break the ground. I don't hide it anymore, I don't fight it like before. Now I let it take its place, let it show its real face. You can fear it, you can run, but the fire's just begun. Burn through it all. Let it rise, let it spread. Every doubt, every thread, everything they tried to hold couldn't stand against the glow. Not destruction, not the end, just a force they couldn't bend. And the moment it ignites, it turns the dark into the light. Feel the heat, feel it rise, feel it burn through the light. Yeah, the fire I carry burn through them all, and I won't try to stop it now. you feel it deep inside, that heat you try to hide, don't fight it, don't run. That fire is who you've become. They tried to shape me, tried to contain me, but something like me was never meant to be controlled. I felt the weight of every chain, every loss, every pain. Every line they tried to draw only made me wanting more. I stayed inside the frame they made, played the part, obeyed the game. But deep inside I always knew that wasn't what I'd do. You can't hold what won't stay still. You can't break what bends at will. I became the force they couldn't control. Every limit lost its hold. Every rule they tried to set was something I outgrew and left. Yeah, I moved beyond the lines, beyond their rules, beyond their signs, and everything they tried to hold lost control. There's a shift when something breaks, not the body, but the cage. Every thought they tried to own now stands fully on its own. I don't follow what they say, I don't move the same old way, and every step I choose to take makes the whole world shake. You can't stop what's already free. You can't bind what's meant to be. I became the force they couldn't control. Every limit lost its hold. Every rule they tried to set was something I outgrew and left. Yeah, I moved beyond the lines, beyond their rules, beyond their signs, and everything they tried to hold lost control. Not a voice, not a name, not a piece inside their game. I became something unknown, something fully overthrown. Every system, every chain, every attempt to contain turned into the very thing that made me everything. Still rising, still free, still more than they see. Yeah, I became the force they couldn't control, and I don't answer to it anymore. Every scar, every fight turned into a different light. Yeah, I don't bend, I don't fall, I don't answer to it all, and everything they tried to hold lost control. So if they try to draw your line or tell you how to live your life, just remember, you're not here to be